Encantado de saludarles. Bienvenidos todos a Podcast Estudio de Unisimón. Hoy tengo el placer de tener con nosotros, precisamente en el marco de la semana de la negociación internacional acá en la Universidad Simón Bolívar, a Wang Yuquin. Ella es sinóloga e internacionalista, PhD en Derecho, máster en Política Internacional de la Beijing Language and Culture University. Además, directora del Instituto Confucio de la Universidad Jorge Tadeo Lozano de Bogotá. Además, también subdirectora de la División de Trabajo del Instituto Confucio de la Universidad de Estudios Extranjeros en Tianjin. Wang Yuquin, it's a pleasure to have you here in the University Simón Bolívar.
Thank you so much. It's also my pleasure to participate and to presentially participate here.
Bueno, cuéntanos un poco acerca de tu llegada a Colombia. ¿Por qué Colombia y hace cuánto estás acá en nuestro país?
Actually, I have arrived in Colombia, in Bogotá, in the latest of June in 2021. And I have been here staying in Bogotá, in Colombia, for almost 2 years. And actually, it's my first time to be in Colombia and very first time in Latin America. And the reason why I was here is because I got assigned to work in the Confucius Institute with Tadeo. So that is the reason I came to Bogotá, and also the reason why I'm here in Cúcuta.
Excellent. Bueno, también quisiera preguntarte y bueno, que nos compartieras con nosotros alguna experiencias que quisieras resaltar de la que has tenido acá en nuestro país.
Actually, because it's my first time to be in Colombia and also the first time in Latin America. I still remember in the first day when I arrived in Bogotá, one of my colleagues, he picked me up in the airport and sent to the apartment that I rent. And when I was ready to take a shower, there is a sound that came in out through the window, and it's like aguacate, aguacate, aguacate. Because my Spanish is very poor, so I studied Spanish a little bit before I came here, like around 3 months. But that words is something that I didn't know. So I went to the security guy and checked about that. And they told me it is 𝗓𝗏𝗏. Oh, that is one of the most famous words here. So that is the first thing that I learned here, and also the very first expression in Colombian Spanish. So that brings me a lot of impression and very impressive in my mind.
Sí, es una experiencia muy bonita y gracias por compartirla con nosotros. Bueno, también quisiéramos precisamente hablar. Esta mañana tuvimos la oportunidad de asistir acá en la Universidad Simón Bolívar de Cúcuta a un ritual, el ritual que se hizo alrededor de lo que constituye el té en China. Y precisamente quisiéramos preguntarte, indagarte de lo que significa el lenguaje chino, la cultura china. ¿Por qué preservar todas esas tradiciones tan hermosas que ustedes tienen?
Actually, one of the functions for Confucius Institute, Tadeo, is to promote Chinese culture. The reason why Confucius Institute Tadeo to promote Chinese culture is that to share the variety of the culture all over the world. It doesn't mean that Chinese culture is better than the culture from other countries. It's just like to let all the audience knows that, okay, here is another type of the culture, to let the students know as much as possible. So once that they know more about the culture, the more about other country, the more about the world, it's easier for them to get adapted to the new world. And tea ceremony, as one of the cultural activity, it contains a lot of the Chinese philosopher in the ancient China and also the modern China. It is one of the entertainment way for our local Colombia friends to know more about Chinese customs, Chinese manners, Chinese cuisines, and Chinese philosopher. So I think that this is one of the best and also most interesting way to get the first contact of the Chinese culture. Through the Chinese culture, they will get some content about the Asian culture and get themselves as much possible as internationalized so that they could have more opportunity in the future. So that is the reason we would like to present Chinese culture. That is also the reason we pick up the tea ceremony as one of the types of the Chinese culture to share with our students in Universidad Simón Bolívar.
Ok, muchas gracias. Bueno, quisiera preguntarte también, además, de acuerdo a lo que tú estás expresando ahora, ¿cómo podemos también buscar oportunidades entre Colombia y el territorio chino? ¿Qué oportunidades tenemos nosotros como país?
Okay, this is a very good question. However, I think that it should be answered by the ambassador of China in Colombia. But I could give you some reference between the cooperation opportunity between Universidad Simón Bolívar and Instituto Confucio y Tadeo. So what we are doing is that we are trying to provide opportunities for students to get fascinated their future by learning Chinese culture. So what we are offered to our Colombia students, if they decide or they choose Chinese language as their second foreign language to study, is that if they are able to reach the A2 level of Chinese language, and they would like to pursue the academic career, we are able to take them through the program of summer camp to have the study tour to China for 2 weeks. And all the fees that in China will be paid by Confucius Institute. And if they feel like that the life and study in China are pretty good, we are able to offer a full scholarship for them to study for 1 semester, 1 academic year, bachelor, master, or doctorate degree in China to continue their academic career. But if they would like to start their working career, and Confucius Institute are able to recommend them for the internship opportunity and also the job opportunity in the Chinese company and Colombia company in Colombia. And the salary is pretty high. So which means that as soon as that they start to learn Chinese, no matter they would like to continue study or continue to work, they are going to be a lot of opportunities provided for the student. So that is some we call it the biological cycle of study Chinese. So that is something that Confucius Institute would like to offer. But we are not offering Chinese language. What we are offering is that another opportunity for enhancing or facilitating the career of our Colombia students. Besides for Chinese language, it is also for the students to learn other foreign languages, for example, French, Italian, Portuguese, no matter which kind of language they decide. So they are able to get themselves much more competitive and get themselves adapted to the internationalized area. So that is the main purpose of Confucius Institute. Not to promoting the language, but to provide more opportunity to our Colombia students, Colombia local friends. So that is the purpose, and that is also the opportunities that Confucius Institute would like to offer, not only to Universidad Simón Bolívar, but also for all the universities. That is the type of the model of cooperation.
En ese sentido, todas las oportunidades que nos muestras, es importante darle consejos precisamente a los estudiantes, jóvenes, profesionales. Precisamente, ¿qué recomiendas? ¿Qué consejos les darías a ellos para los que quieren ir a trabajar, ir a estudiar a China?
There is only one single suggestion, is that go for it. Because I met a lot of Colombia students, they told me, Miss Wang, Chinese language is super hard. It's impossible for us to learn, and it's impossible for us to get it. I said, no. If you never start, you never know how easy it's going to be. If you never start, you will never know that how awesome you are going to be. I met a lot of Columbia students who did awesome job. For example, we have one student who started in Confucius Institute for 1 year, and she won World Chinese Language Proficiency Competition, which we called Chino, and she won the second prize of the worldwide competition. And that is the first and also the highest award for Columbia students. We are super proud of the students. So what the students tell us, he said, wow, Miss Wang, Chinese language is not difficult to study. I said, see, that is how I told you. So she's able to do it. I'm sure that all our students, they're able to do it. And in fact, according to my observation, our Columbia students, they are talented in learning Chinese. So that's the reason I only have one suggestion for our students is that go to do it, go for it. As long as that you start, you will know that awesome. You are perfect in that.
Bueno, muchísimas gracias. Bueno, estudiantes, profesionales recién egresados y otras personas que quieran también precisamente incursionar en el estudio del lenguaje chino y también las oportunidades de ir a trabajar a China. Como dice acá Wang Yuquin, go for it.
Exactamente.
Well, bueno, Wang Yuquin del Instituto Confucio, director del Instituto Confucio de la Universidad Jorge Tadeo Lozano. Encantado de haberla tenido en estudio podcast de Unisimón. Bueno, you are welcome to the University of Simón Bolívar. This is your home. Cúcuta is your home.
Thank you so much. And I really enjoy the weather, enjoy the friends, enjoy the students, and enjoy the opportunities to share my idea and thoughts with you all. So you all are welcome to be invited to Confucius Institute to enjoy some tea with us. And hope to looking for the near future to take you all to China for a visit.
Okay, thank you for this interview.
Muchas gracias. Estoy en la Universidad Simón Bolívar.